Hey everyone, I wanted to do this video to show you the QuickBooks Online bank feeds. This is a good way to enter transactions very quickly and efficiently in QuickBooks Online because this is such a good feature in this software. Whenever I have a QuickBooks Online company that I'm working for, I'm able to enter their stuff so much easier, so much faster when they use QuickBooks Online. And basically you just would click here to link your checking, savings, or credit card accounts. If you don't find it here, you can just start typing in the bank website, and then you would log into your account and it would basically create a connection. And then those transactions, as you spend money, make deposits, things like that, it will bring those transactions onto the screen. You may have to force update it every once in a while by clicking this button, but in this particular case, it looks like all their accounts were updated moments ago, so you don't need to do that. And then not all banks actually pay for this because the bank has to pay QuickBooks for this. And so if that is the case, you can upload from a QBO file that you can download on your bank website. So even if you're not able to connect it, there still is a way to bring the transactions in. And a lot of times QuickBooks will use computer intelligence and automatically match things. So in this example file, there's a lot of transactions that it's already matching to. Now I just want to caution you that these are not always accurate. So be careful, especially if it's something up here. Now these are automatically going to uncategorized stuff, but sometimes I'll see a transfer in and it'll categorize it as uncategorized asset, and companies will add that to uncategorized assets, and then I have to fix it. So just be careful and make sure you're adding things correctly here. And you can change the settings by clicking here. You can use different options here. I usually don't make too many changes, but I do like to make sure it's given me a lot of transactions on each page, 100, 200 or more. And then that way I can enter a lot at once, because what I like to do is sort by description. Whereas usually QuickBooks defaults to sort by date. I like to sort by description. That way, if I have a couple of transactions or several transactions for the same vendor, I can click on the boxes on the left and update all of them at once and even add them all at once. So it makes it a lot faster. So I'm just going to add a couple of these to show you something else. Once I add them, let's say I realized I made a mistake, I can go to Categorized and I can undo from here. And it will actually bring that back over to the For Review page. So keep that in mind. And then sometimes when I'm fixing accounts or fixing QuickBooks files, I delete something and it brings it back here, even if maybe I already reconciled it. So sometimes there will be something on this page that I don't need because maybe it's something that I've already reconciled, it's already in there. So if that is the case, like say for example this one, I don't need, I would exclude it. And once I exclude something, I can get it back if I need to. I would just go over here to excluded, and here it is. I can undo that. And it brings it back over here. And then another thing I like to do is set up rules. I set one up just so you could get an example of one. Basically, you just click on New Rule and you set it up. I'm going to edit this one. If I wanted to delete it, I would delete it here. But I'm going to edit it to show you. I made a rule called Amazon. Anytime money's going out of all bank accounts, and you can make changes here, you can change this. and the description contains Amazon. Again, you can change this. I have the rule that it's going to create an expense. The category is going to be office expenses and the payee is going to be Amazon. Now, QuickBooks a lot of times will have this auto add button checked, and I actually usually undo that. I don't like to have the auto add because I like to see the transactions as they're coming in. Even though I know this is going to be office expenses, I still want to kind of be familiar with what's going on in the companies that I'm working for. So I actually usually don't auto add that, but you can to make life a lot easier. And you can batch add things here if you want to click on several things that are maybe already matched. You can click here. If it's already correct here, you can just accept, and it will auto add all of those or match all of those all at once. So that can save you some time. And then I always also have receipts set up. If you want to set up receipts, you would just click on this and create an email address and go through this process. And I like to do this for companies that I'm sending receipts to them. I work for a tourist business, and sometimes I'll send receipts in, and it's easy for me to just take a picture of it from my phone and then email it into the email address that I have set up here, and it'll bring that receipt right here, and then I can enter it, and then it will automatically match that to an expense over here. So I like to have that set up, that feature set up. So hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below.